Okay, pumpkin-headed apparition. Alright, okay, we'll just kind of just jump into it. The Aether Star Argument. The Pumpkinhead apparition is on the lookout for an able adventurer. Alright. It's been more than a few moons since we last met, friend. As it so happens, I have a proposition suited to your talents. Are you prepared to throw caution to the wind and consort with fiends most foul once again? Yes. Of course you are. But before we get to the heart of the matter, let us reflect upon the history of All Saints' Week. On this night, you fell fiends emerged to cavort and careen, unconcerned with the judgment of those on high. For, for the halls of the saints' heavenly abode ring with merriment as wine flows freely, and no one can be bothered to look down. Thus did God-fearing folk greet this particular sunset with trepidation, daring not to venture from their homes no longer. Nay, for adventurers came and drove out the voice drove out the voice, restoring safety to the city streets and marking the occasion as one of jubilation. That's all well and good, but what of the 14? What of the poor forsaken fiends? Are they too not deserving of revelry? My wish is to see All Saints' Wake reborn as a celebration for all, be they ghost, ghoul, Gridanian, or otherwise. And how do I propose to accomplish this feat? Binding obligations, friend. I've convinced the more sinister sorts to enter into contracts which forbid them from preying on mortals. In exchange, they are permitted to take in the festivities. But there's one troubled soul who still seems incapable of getting into the quote-unquote spirit of things. Perhaps you will be willing to give them a helpful hand? Nothing too devilishly difficult, I promise. Before you get started, you'll want to get a grasp of the particulars by speaking with Papa Grunt. He ought to be performing one of his shows by the entrance to the Great Grocery. Now go. I shall be watching your performance with great interest. Papa Grunt. He looks like he's scolding those kids. What's going on over here? Although it pains me, okay. Although it pains me so, our humble performance must draw to a close. Let us then end things on a high note. Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you feast your eyes on the fantastic Phil Claus and his transformation magics. Damn. What's all that about? The clown and whatnot was the right laugh, but the last bit was bleeding rubbish. Come on, let's get out of here. I've never seen those quotes before. I wonder if that's available. Hi. Once more, you failed to muster up even an ounce of magical prowess. I had the crown in the palm of my hand. We'd have been toast. We'd have been the toast of the town if not for your blunder. There you go again, shrieking the same old tune. I had it up to my eyeball with this farce, just because, a few cheap trick doesn't give you the right to treat me like that. I can't stand the sight of you, let alone the thought of taking to the stage with you again. Good riddance. Do I need to call Zero? Zero, can you please get these two? I feel like they're lost. Alright, hello. Well, fate has inspired us to cross paths once again. Out with it then. I know you're not here to swap pleasantries. Yeah, speaking of, I'm here to help with him. I think. A foul fiend failing to get into the spirit of All Saints' Way, I'd wager you speak of Philcox, the fellow who just stormed off in a huff. Like most of our ilk, Philcox and I have an insatiable appetite for aether. But unlike your garden variety Voisin who help hapless mortals like beasts, we prefer to sate our hunger with their enthusiastic approval. I tell you, there's no aether delectable as you'll find in food gifted in genuine appreciation, which set me into thinking perhaps preying on mortals was an old fashioned and misguided approach. Thus I commit to giving folks the sort of frights that dazzle and delight, winning hearts and minds, and in the process no small number of aether laden delicacies. Oh my gosh, I keep thinking it's a pause. Oops. And what better occasion for such a terrifying music as All Saints' Wake? The method is catching too. Many voices now seek Aether in this manner. Bill Cox is one such reformed individual. When I first laid my eyes upon him, I sensed promise. But get him in front of a crowd and you're lucky to get a smattering of half-hearted applause, let alone a few measly crumbs. You'd better off hearing it from the Ahriman's mouth, though. He can't have gotten far. Just why it gotta be rainy? Oh, sir, trying to get you about your car's extended warranty. By that I mean you suck. The sniveling, that's sniveling. Oh yeah, I can't really. I'm sorry, I'm just using my reading voice, which is just like the same tone. Okay. That sniveling whelp of an imp. Magic's this magic that. The sheer unbridled cheek of it. Philcox is practically frothing at the mouth, so intense he by his treatment at the hands of Papa Gruff. You must soothe him before attempting to start a conversation. Oh wait, I know you can click on this, but I just have this email because it looks like a lot of fellows asking you for things. That's the only reason. Hello, sir. Apologies. Apologies. I had taken leave of my senses. Your timely intervention is much appreciated. Wait, by the look of you, I'd say you're an adventurer. Let me guess, that pumpkin-headed lady sent you to check up on me, did she? Yes. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you another tale. Try as I might, I just can't seem to get a hand of transportation matches. Without the means to delight the crowds, we're starved for appreciation. I am an Ahriman. Paralyzing prey with this big old eye of mine? Not a problem. Turning them into stone with a petrifying care? A trifling task. Hells, I can even smell despair and all manners of negative emotions in the people around me. Obviously, paralysis and petrification will win over an audience, and my metaphorical noise for despair isn't gonna put any aether on my table either. Sorry. I ought to tell the pumpkin-headed lady I'm not cut out for this business. If you're here at her behest, you better come too. Fucking, that someone at me got angry. Alright. Um. I gather you had a hand in Phil Cox's decision to lay bare his thoughts and feelings. Oh no, he kind of decided that on his own. Not that Not that it did any good. I'm still stuck at square one, underappreciated and underfed. Such a curious child. Are you truly so blind to your own potential? No doubt you have an inkling of what I speak of. Pray share your wisdom with Philcox. Oh yeah, good. You can smell dark emotions. You should. It feels like this. I would just say both in this. Even my character would say both in this scenario. Stamp out negativity you smell within the common folk. Duh. I suppose I could give that a go. But do you really think if I rid people of their woes, they repay the favor? I'm familiar with mortal customs, but if you say so. Oh, wait, I see the logic in it now. What better way to make use of my talents and knock that pompous Papograph right off his pedestal? No, 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 I'm getting ahead of myself. I have no idea where to start. Perhaps I can lend a hand with a little sleight of hand. Hold still. Oh god, they're using that emote from last year. Hey! Oh, that looks spiffy. Not only is that getup guaranteed to turn heads, each and every thread is imbued with a potent magic to aid in your newfound purpose. Oh ho! You know, I think I can feel it. Maybe this is gonna be so tough after all. He's feeling himself, that's for sure. Oh, hi, Papa Gruff. There you are. You know, I had thought to apologize my heart's for my harsh words earlier, since our act was my initiative and therefore our success, or lack thereof, was ultimately my responsibility. But I sense you've been scheming. It pleases me to inform you, Papa Gruff, that I found a way to win over mortals on my own terms. I find that hard to believe, but since you seem so confident, why don't we have ourselves a contest? Whoever garners the most affection, and thereby the largest share of aether-rich victuals, wins, and to the victor go the spoils of subservience. The loser has to the loser will be bound to obey their every whim. How does that sound? Okay. You're on. I hope you're ready to bow and scrape. Oh boy. Do I really have to be a participant in this? No, you're just gonna look at me blankly. That mortal epithet about one's bark being worse than one's bite comes to mind. Prepare yourself, Fox. She really just be like, that one John Tran quote. That just sort of happened to me. I didn't really participate in it. I know you've got this marvelous magic outfit, but I'm still not entirely convinced that I have what it takes to keep Papa Gruff on my own. Come with me until I get the hang of things. That's all I ask. Okay. Very well. I shall leave Vilcox in your capable hands. I I got it. Just just drag the tiny. No big deal. I hope my mic is picking me up pretty good. I have no way of telling. And then here's the outfit. All fiends seated on All Saints' Way. After a nudge in the right direction, Philcox is ready to embark on his mission. How about we try and find a troubled soul in need of aid? But let's get out of here first. Okay. Right. Time to look for folks harboring negative feelings. Give me a moment. Mother, the lookout email. Okay. I don't know if it has anything to do with that pumpkin-headed lady's chat, but my powers feel more potent than ever. I've already found someone, and whoever they are, they're awfully flustered. They're to the northeast, I think. Though I'm not sure where exactly. The roads here can be confusing. Yeah, they are. This Danya is kind of terrible, but honestly, I rather walk around here than in Nova. Truth be told, this is my first time in the city. I've got a decent sense of direction, but I've yet to grasp the lie of the land. Could I trouble you to lead the way? Okay. Our flustered target is northeast of here. I'd be right behind you. Bill Cox is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with the question. Blah 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 blah. They've been doing this for a while. Yeah. I guess this is for Sprouts who don't know because just to make double extra, you know where you're going. Oh, they're talking about the show. I think. Discuss the delighted woman. Ah, such glee. They mentioned a clown. I wagered they've just had the privilege of seeing one of Papa Grove's performances. Listen, I'll be first to admit that he's an expert illusionist, you've only got to look at the folk like these ladies to see that he knows how to work a crowd. But I won't be upstaged. I'll prove there's more than one way to win over an audience, by following your timely advice, that is. Given the delight written on their faces, our opponent must have earned himself some sustenance, which means we've no time to lose. Onward! I mean, imagine if Golbez. Hey, Golbez, we got at least three void sit over here that are have been chatty like this. Oh my god, I went the wrong way. Flustered fellow. Oh gods, where has she gone to? Ah, this must be the fellow my senses were leading to me. Shall we find out what ails him? Okay. You there, what's gotten you so worked up? Right. Oh, forgive me, there was this poor little girl who had been separated from her mother. I was helping her look, but she suddenly disappeared. I can't simply abandon her, but then again, I have a urgent personal matter to attend to, and I don't know what to do. In that case, why don't I and my associate look for the girl? Then you can see to your affairs without me. Thank you. She's a young lass dressed in blue. I hope you're able to find her for me. She certainly was appreciated. Here I am at the end. Forget the food. We have a lost child to find. Yeah, that's the spirit, dude. I'm detecting a despair presence to the east of here. Odds are it's the girl, which means I'll have need of your navigational use once again. After you. Alright. Let's just go for it. Alright, I think because everybody in the bar is over there. Papa Gruff and the stress. Okay, dude. I thought this would be a fine opportunity to create some appreciation, but poor girl is beside herself. She keeps calling out for her mama. Might I enlist your help? This must be the lost lass who did nothing for her. If we want to earn her thanks, we'll need to reunite her with her mother, wouldn't you say? Uh-huh. Which means we now have a lady to locate. Any suggestions? Oh, she's gonna say anyway. Using your senses to find someone anxious. Ah, you're saying the mother will be worried about her daughter having gone missing. Brilliant. This is exactly why I had you accompany. Right. Founder, I don't know which is the bigger boon, having you by my side or this bantery fight. I think I've learned my way around the city more or less. I'll handle the next part on my own. Wait here. I'll be back with the girl's mother in no time. Okay. She just doesn't have to be in the rain too. My god. Okay, I wish I had finished the last year's because I got called a Popoto. Like, because why do I gotta be kneeling though? I'm like literally shorter than her. I am half her height. Okay, well, we found Mama anyway. 12, your praise. You're safe. You have my eternal gratitude. Thank you for finding Mama, mister. Do you believe me now, Papa Gruff? Sweet, sweet appreciation and all courtesy of my special talent. I can't help but notice they didn't offer you anything edible by the way of thanks. For my part, I've already been rewarded with a tasty morsel. Uh-oh. That said, the gift of food is far from guaranteed. Indeed, perseverance is key, which is why I find myself performing show after show. I suggest you approach this contest with the same tenacity, Phil Cox. Do I have to help him the entire time? No, probably. This is just gonna be going on in the background. I'm afraid he's right. Constant effort is key. Luckily, I sensed another troubled soul while I was helping tracking down the girl's mother. I'd better see what I can do to help. You know, I think I'm ready to go it alone now. Why don't you let our pumpkin-headed benefactor know? I'll come find you when I'm done. Alright. It's just very wet. Well, I'm afraid my next performance calls. Till we meet again, adventurer. That was nice, at least. So, I was afraid that it was gonna be like, you have to accompany him now for the everything. Pumpkin-headed emperor. The adventurer returns, and at the precise moment I predicted. I do hope keeping Phil Cox company was too taxing. What if I fiend and his well, they're in a contest, right? Papa Gruff and the other guy are in a contest right now. They're both P names. I just well, Phil Cox and they're both P names. You have my thanks, truly. Ah, speak of the devils, here they come. Dear, oh dear, that turned. Come on! Wait. Oh my god, whoop. No, 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 no. I closed OBS. And just minimized OBS. Whoops. Alright, now we gotta do that all again. Alright. Our adventure. Phil Cox. Somebody was into that. Blah, blah, blah. I already read all that. You have my thanks, I speak of the devils, here they come. Dear, oh dear, that turned out to be a damn sight harder than I anticipated. Now, and all I have to show for my travails is a single cookie. To think the first hint I'd received would prove to be the last. Curses, I didn't receive so much as a crumb. I suppose this means you win. Very well, I'm yours to command, Papa Gruff. You admit defeat far too readily, Phil Cox. The people are coming from earlier. Yep, there they are. Hooray! We found you! I wanted to thank you properly for helping me and helping me and Mama. I brought you a pumpkin cookie. Oh, I don't have that emote. Simply. Oh, oh, simply. I cannot. I cannot. Oh, that back. Bro's too enthusiastic about baked goods. I'm glad you like it. Farewell. Well, that makes it one apiece. A draw then. Still, Philcox, while you had some assistance along the way, you've nevertheless done yourself proud. To think I'd live to see the day Papa Gruff sings to my praises. Awfully kind of you to finally admit that I might have worth. Is that all you desire? My begrudging acceptance? Have you forgotten your reasons for joining the festivities in the first place? Oh, bro forgot the meaning of Halloween. Or All Saints. Hmm. Oh, of course, I haven't. The good people of Gridanian are still in need of my help. And there are common folk in need. There are cookies to be freed, and are given to me. Like, gay people? I don't know. Adventurer, you better be get going. But before I do, let me say this. I might have found a way to make the most of my talents, but I wouldn't have been able to do so without you and the pumpkin-headed lady. I'm sure we'll run into again, each other again one of these days. Till then, bye. Where's my clothes? The promise I sensed in Phil Cox when he and I first met was an illusory, after all. I should take my leave too. Would be remiss of me to allow him to garner all the glory, to say nothing of the cookies. I'd say those two fiends ended up having themselves a frightfully fun-filled All Saints Week. Wouldn't you agree? And for your part in this, a fitting reward. I present you a fine wreath as worn by Gridania's most emotionally perceptive armament. Yay! Free clothes. Ah, perhaps you wonder if your outfit is endowed with the same enchantment. You needn't worry, there was never an enchantment. Yeah! Confidence, dude. That little charade was my way of giving Phil Cox the confidence he sorely lacked. He so sorely lacked, although I dare say such a measure was unnecessary, given he had you to cheer him on. Ah, before I forget, you are hereby cordially invited to visit my humble abode for a get-together of sorts. Do drop by. I assure you, it will be frightfully entertaining. Anyway, your help is much appreciated. At this rate, my vision of an all states wait where mortals and voids it alike might not be so a distant prospect. Though I do hope that these shenanigans haven't dulled your enthusiasm for this most occult of occasions. Bye, ma'am. I missed you. I feel like you need to get in contact with Goldbest or Zero. No, she's just gonna leave. Okay. That will be much later. Alright, now we have acted the Sneaky Hollow, and I think another place? The Little Fiends tonight.